In a valley surrounded by tall mountains, a small family of Tarbosaurus makes its home. Junior is still just a baby and he is learning how to hunt. As Junior runs away in fear, he stumbles and falls to the ground. This could be the end for him, but his father Speckles arrives just in time to save him. After defeating the enemy, Speckles turns to his son and gives him a hard lecture for running away. He tells Junior that he is a shame to the family. Speckles dreams of training his only son to become the future king of these lands that he has conquered all by himself. Soon, father and son spot a group of Triceratops drinking water by the edge of a river. They set up an ambush. Speckles charges in to hunt, while Junior moves to surround the herd from the other side. But when the Triceratops come near him, fear takes over, and Junior ends up thrown into the water. Startled and scared, the little dinosaur cries out for help. His father rushes into the river to save him. But as Speckles wades in, he realizes the water is shallow, and all Junior needs to do is stand up to keep from drowning. Disappointed, Speckles walks away, and the frightened infant hides inside the hollow trunk of a tree. Junior feels ashamed. He is sad that he cannot live up to what his father expects of him. As he cries alone, his mind drifts back to the day he lost his mother. When he was even younger, he went for a swim in the ocean and was swept away by a strong tide. His mother dove in after him and managed to bring her son safely back to the beach, but the effort cost her own life. She did not survive. Ever since that day, Junior misses her terribly, and Speckles misses her even more because now he does not know how to raise his son alone. Speckles goes looking for his boy, and together they see a meteor streak down and crash to the earth. Junior is terrified by the explosion, and Speckles tells him that soon they will need to search for a new place to live. The frightened young dinosaur says he wishes they could stay in this valley forever. His father tells him that if they do stay, he would be safe, but he would also miss out on everything good that life has to offer. Finally, the great Tarbosaurus promises that no matter what happens, he will always be there to protect his son. The next morning, Junior wakes up determined to make his father proud. He spots a patchy cephalosaurus drinking water and creeps toward it, ready to attack. He pounces, but the creature dodges him and escapes from its small predator. Just then, a group of raptors closes in and captures Junior. He begins screaming for his father. Speckles hears him and comes running to help, and when the raptors see the giant beast approaching, they flee, dragging Junior along with them. Speckles chases after them, but the raptors are faster and more agile, and they pull further and further ahead. Two of the raptors turn back to attack Speckles as the group crosses a bridge, and in the struggle, Speckles falls into the river below. He is knocked unconscious the moment he hits the water, but he wakes quickly because he knows he must complete his mission to save his son. By the time Speckles finally drags himself onto the riverbank, the raptors are already gone, and so is Junior. Speckles tries to track his son by following the enemy's scent and footprints, but rain begins to fall and it washes away every trace of the trail. When Junior wakes up, he finds himself in a strange place surrounded by rocks. Eyes full of hatred watch him from inside the caves, and Junior cannot hide how afraid he feels. Suddenly, he is surrounded by dozens of young dinosaurs of every species, and Slash steps forward to intimidate the newcomer. The creature threatens him with its claws, but Blue appears to defend Junior. She shoves Slash away and orders him to leave the young dinosaur alone. Then Blade steps in and tells them both to stop fighting. Just then, the raptors appear, and all the young dinosaurs scatter. Blue pushes Junior into hiding, but before the group can reach the caves, the raptors surround them. Only Blade and Slash manage to slip away and hide. The raptor trio picks out a few of the infants to take away for dinner and orders them to follow. Once the raptors leave, Blue tells Junior a grim truth. None of the young ones who were ever taken away have come back. Meanwhile, Speckles wanders through the desert searching for his son. Thirst overwhelms him, and he collapses. Just then, Sai appears. Though the Ankylosaurus cannot see very well, she has one of the sharpest senses of smell among all dinosaurs. Catching Speckles' scent, something feels familiar to her, and she believes this Tarbosaurus must be her enemy. Sai charges to attack him, but stumbles along the way and falls to the ground. Helpless and unable to rise, she believes this will be her end, but instead, she discovers that the great predator is not her enemy at all. Speckles asks her why she attacked him, and Sai explains that a Tarbosaurus once kidnapped her best friend Daisy. She met Daisy when they were both still babies. Since that day, they have never been apart until the morning raptors took Daisy away, and Sai never saw her again. Now that he is close to Speckles, Sai notices something familiar. The Tarbosaurus smells like the group that took his friend, though Speckles was not among the ones who captured Daisy. Hearing this, Speckles realizes that Sai is talking about the very same raptors who took his son, and he asks for the Ankylosaurus's help in tracking them down. This way, Sai will also get the chance to avenge his friend. Back in the Raptors camp, Junior has managed to survive his first day in that terrible place. He searches for a cave to hide in, but no one is willing to take in a newcomer. Eventually, he finds a cave that no one lives in, one that is filthy and full of waste. Dusty is the only one who stays there, and she uses the stench as her strategy for survival, since the raptors never search for prey in such a disgusting place. When Blue comes near the little Triceratops hides, Blue asks Junior what he is doing near that mountain of filth, and the young dinosaur explains that he only needs to hide until his father comes to find him. On the way to the mountain of fire, Speckles and Sai make their way across an abyss. Suddenly, a giant scorpion surprises Sai and stabs him with its poisonous tail. Thanks to his spiky armor, the Ankylosaurus is unharmed, but the same cannot be said for Speckles. After killing one of the scorpions, the two run through the valley only to find themselves surrounded. During the fight against the giant creatures, Speckles is stung on the leg, and even wounded, he keeps chasing his enemy. He tears off the scorpion's legs with his powerful teeth and finally manages to kill it. Once they escape the abyss, Speckles collapses to the ground, unable to bear the pain from his wound. He can barely walk, and with every passing minute the poison spreads further through his body. Still, the great beast refuses to give up on his mission to save his son. Sai begs his friend to stop and rest for a while, but Speckles believes that resting will only slow him down. The two continue walking for many more minutes without water or food, until Speckles finally faints. At that same moment, the ground beneath them gives way and they fall into a hole in the earth. Sai loses consciousness from the fall, and when he wakes, he smells a monster closing in. The creature charges toward him, but Speckles rises to defend his friend. During the fight, the massive attacker is knocked down, and she demands to know why she was attacked. It turns out Fang had used healing herbs to draw out the poison and save Speckles' life. Since the Tarbosaurus was so weak, Fang had planned to make a meal of Sai, but Speckles tells her that the Ankylosaurus is his friend, and Fang agrees to leave him be. She explains that she is searching for her own daughter, who was taken by raptors 2 weeks earlier. Back in the prison camp, the raptors hand out food to the young captives, keeping them healthy for when their turn comes to be eaten. Weak and starving, the little Triceratops returns to her foul-smelling cave, and to her surprise, Junior is waiting there. He has found food for his friend, and the two finally get to eat together. Blue soon joins them, and the three share the meal beside the mountain of waste. Afterward, Blue teaches her new friends how to throw stones using their tails, so they will have a way to strike back at their enemies. Dusty tries first, but fails. Junior goes next, but he swings his tail into a large rock by accident and hurts himself. Just then, one of the raptors appears and orders Dusty to follow him. Blue tries to stop her friend from being taken, but Blade holds her back since there is nothing they can do. That night, Junior dreams of the day he was drowning and screaming for his mother to save him. But in the dream, it is Dusty's voice crying out for help instead. The next time the hungry pterosaur comes to steal their food, Junior catches him and offers him all his food in exchange for information. The creature reveals that behind those rocks stands the mountain of fire, and inside it, a demonic beast has just woken up. For now, the monster cannot escape, but as the fire inside the mountain grows stronger, so does the beast. The raptors are nothing more than servants bringing food to the monster's 3 children, who are just as grotesque as their father. Hearing this, Junior feels guilty for failing to save his friend, and he joins the others in planning an escape. Slash is too afraid to face the raptors and threatens to attack Junior after being called a coward, but Blade steps in and orders him to leave the rookie alone. After walking for hours through the desert, the trio finally reaches a lake and stops to regain their strength. While they drink, they spot a family of Brachiosaurus under attack as a large group of Carnotaurus steal their eggs. Hearing the desperate cries of the mothers, Fang decides to step in and attacks the predators. After recovering one of the eggs, Speckles returns it to its grateful mother. The Carnotaurus then surround Fang and manage to knock her down, but Speckles arrives in time to save her and drive the attackers away. Sai joins the fight as well, using his powerful tail to knock several of them out. Realizing they are outnumbered, the Carnotaurus finally retreat, and the group gets to witness the birth of a baby Brachiosaurus. Minutes later, they continue on their long journey. Meanwhile, Junior works out his plan to escape, noticing that 3 guards always block the way out. Blade offers a strategy that he insists cannot fail. That night, they wait for a signal from Dasunga, who after receiving his payment, tells them that one of the guards has fallen asleep. Junior then draws the attention of the second guard by leading him on a chase. Before his friend can be caught, Blue strikes the raptor on the head with a rock, and the creature falls unconscious. Blade fires off his second move, and Junior acts as bait to lure in the last guard. This time, Blue's throw misses, and his friend is about to be devoured, but Blade quickly climbs the rocks and takes the raptor down, and the three finally make their way out of the prison together. What they never imagined was that 3 more guards would be waiting for them outside. Slash had betrayed them, revealing the whole escape plan to their enemies. Even surrounded, the youngsters refuse to give up and keep trying to break free, running through the craters. As the raptors close in, Blade hides while his friends keep running. Soon after, the 2 dinosaurs hit a dead end blocked by lava and find themselves surrounded. One of the predators demands to know where the 3rd fugitive is, but Junior refuses to give away his friend's location, even with his own life on the line. They are dragged off to a dungeon next in line to become dinner. The next morning, Sai realizes through his sense of smell that he is very close to the raptor's hideout. The trio hears a cry for help. A pterosaur is being punished for helping the young ones escape. Sai uses his own body as bait to lure the raptors in, and Dasunga takes the chance to slip away. The predators chase the Ankylosaurus and manage to surround him, but just when things look worst, the Tarbosaurus family arrives and captures one of the raptors. After questioning him, Speckles learns the location of the prison and lets Sai decide the raptor's fate. At last, the Ankylosaurus is able to avenge his friend Daisy, using his tail to push the raptor off the edge of the cliff. As the group makes its way down the canyon, the tremors from the volcano grow stronger. They try to dodge falling stones, but their path is blocked completely. Fang and Speckles try to push the rocks aside, but they will not budge. Suddenly, a group of Brachiosaurus arrives and uses their giant feet to smash the rocks apart, clearing the way, an act of gratitude for the trio's help, saving their eggs a few days earlier. Now the next challenge is getting past dozens of raptors waiting on the other side. The Tarbosaurus grabs his enemies by the neck with his sharp teeth and hurls them aside, while Sai strikes at the raptors with his tail. Once the exit is clear of guards, Blade runs ahead to the prison to warn the others, then rushes to save his friends. As the young dinosaurs flee, the earthquake tears open the ground and many are left behind. Fang and Speckles shout their son's name, but he and his friends are heading a different way. Their plan is to escape across the river and into the cave to find Dusty, but Slash manages to catch up with them. Blade orders his friends to keep going, promising he will catch up soon. What he does not expect is that Slash has brought 2 raptors with him. Blade knocks one of the enemies out, but the creature clings to Slash's tail as it falls, and both of them plunge into the pool of lava, with the traitor using his claws to grip the rock at the last second. Only one raptor remains, and it manages to pin Blade down, ready to devour him. Just then, Blue and Junior turn back to help their friend. They attack the predator and knock it down, but it clings on to its partner's tail. Slash cannot bear the weight, and his claws finally give way from the rock, sending everyone tumbling into the lava. With the path clear, the group continues on toward the river. Speckles spots them through the ash and calls out for his friends to follow. When Junior is faced with the rushing current, he freezes in fear, but he remembers his father's words and decides he will no longer be a coward. Despite his fear, the young dinosaurs leap into the water and dive beneath the rock to reach the cave. Underwater, Blue runs out of breath and cannot swim, so Junior has to help pull her along. Working together as a team, the 3 reach their destination and walk toward the light ahead. Suddenly, they spot dinosaur skeletons scattered across the ground and hear a creature approaching. To their relief, it turns out to be Dusty, who has been hiding there all along and has managed to survive. Then, 3 enormous monsters approach, and Dusty explains that these are the mutant babies. The giant creatures begin chasing the young dinosaurs, but their parents arrive just in time to save them. Blue is overjoyed to see her mother again, while Speckles watches Junior running away from one of the monsters. The Tarbosaurus charges in to attack the creature himself, then turns to lecture his son, telling him that he should face monsters like this instead of running from them. Hearing this, Junior walks away, unable to bear being called a coward by his father again. Just then, another giant monster appears and begins chasing the small group. Sai, who had been left behind, finds his friends again and has to flee together with them to escape the beast. They hide inside a crack in the rocks, but Speckles wants to come out and search for his son. Fang and Sai try to hold him back. Dusty notices that the monster is finally leaving, and Speckles seizes the moment to step out of hiding. He spots Junior trying to distract the creature so that his father and friends can get away safely. The Tarbosaurus rushes to help him, and Fang follows close behind. Sai has been given the task of getting the young ones to safety, but they choose instead to go help their friend. Speckles and Fang attack the monster, while Junior tries to escape from the creatures chasing him. Blue and Blade arrive to help, taking down the baby monsters by hurling rocks at them. Watching their parents being slaughtered, the young trio bands together to draw the mutants' attention toward themselves and the chase continues. An earthquake causes the mountain to begin collapsing, and the monster ends up buried beneath falling rocks. In its final attack, the beast throws Junior aside, and he crashes into a rock and loses consciousness. Seeing his son lying still, Speckles is overcome with desperation. He tries to wake him and slowly begins to fear that his son is dead. The great Tarbosaurus begs for forgiveness for being so hard on him and pleads with him to wake up. Meanwhile, the lava from the volcano keeps advancing, and the group has nowhere left to run. Junior's friends gather around him, trying everything to wake him until Dusty notices that he is still breathing. When Junior finally opens his eyes, his father congratulates him on his courage and tells him how proud he is. Now everyone tries to flee the area, but they discover the exit has been sealed by fallen rocks. The group works together to try to break down the wall, but it will not give way. To make things worse, the monstrous creature rises again, its body now covered in lava. Seeing the demon approaching, Speckles comes up with a plan and orders everyone to stay back. He uses his own body as bait to draw the mutant in, then leaps away at the very last moment before it can devour him. The creature's charge smashes straight through the stone wall, tearing open a hole that becomes their passage to escape. Minutes later, once they are far enough from the volcano, the group can finally breathe easy, knowing that they have all survived. Sai says goodbye to his friends, ready to return to his own kind, and Speckles thanks him for everything he has done, telling him that he could never have found his son without his help. At last, the young ones are free again, running across the open grass as they explore every corner of their new home.